Picking up multiple fix-it personnel in the area. Proceed with harvest before it's too late.
Hey, how's it going? And welcome back to Satisfactory. In this episode we're looking to play around with the splitters and mergers to make our base a little more efficient, as well as improving our power situation, because currently it's a little low. And of course, in the last episode we worked with the jump pads and with the jelly thingies to make getting up and going down much easier in our sky base here. So let's get started. As you can see, one of the big things that has changed, and probably the only thing that's really changed, is we've got this new structure here, which is really just an indication of where the jump pads are and the jelly thing is, so it's easy to find, and it gives us a guidance as to where we can go up and down. So if we go into here, you can see we've got the jump pad entrance here, and I'll cover that in a second. And we've got the jelly thingy here, which if we walk straight ahead, we should be able to fall into, and we don't take any damage anymore. Much more useful. And of course, we've got the jump pads, which are here, which if we just keep pressing forward, we'll now just keep going forward, and we land roughly in the right space. And that's all because I've added in our roof, and that guy there, so that when we come up, we hit our heads on that, and it just forces us towards the jump pad, rather than going up too high and having to adjust properly. We now come into where we need to be. Now, I haven't done a lot more beyond this, except for leaving the machines running so we can collect up our resources. Now, the main reason for that, of course, one, we don't have the splitters currently, and the other one is we're running quite low on power. Right now, we're actually pretty static. I think it's because I've turned most of these off to save us power. But if we were to say turn on this guy here, so we'll just flick him back on. He's currently in standby. He will start producing and sending stuff into here, which won't take a lot right at the moment because of course everything else is stalled. But we should see it when we go into here. So that's when we turned it on. This here should jump in a second. There's a jump there for when we started making the copper wire, I believe it was, that's going in there. And you can see we don't have a large amount of area there to do other stuff. And of course, I've had other machines running, but for now everything's just idling. If we were to turn this guy on, we'll probably now, pretty quickly, hit the power resource constraints. Let's just quickly see if we can grab from here. Yep, so right on that. And there's the point where we fell. So, it's just as this guy took over. So, we are pretty close to having way too much power used. Which is why I've kept things in suspended. Because we don't need a lot, and I've got all this spare. So I'm just going to turn these off just to save us some power. Of course, there's no power anymore, but we go over to here into this guy, and we should now be able to pull this back on, because that will affect our jelly down the bottom. Now, what I'm thinking what you might do first is, since I don't need a lot of this, let's focus on getting the logistics research, which is our splitters running, so we can at least get the machines we need to make it easier to make biomass. So we're going to go over to here. What do we actually need? So the logistics itself, which is the splitters and the mergers and a productivity display, requires a little more than we currently have. 200 plates, which we should have over here, I would hope. Look at that, so 100 and 200. Grab some of that, we'll jump over to here. Grab ourselves another 200 of these guys. I have a funny, is that? We'll also need some wire, which I don't have enough room for just a moment. Let's just jump over here for a second though. I have a funny feeling that that's actually, is it reinforced or is that just plates? Just plates. Cool. Let's jump these off though. So 100, 100, there's 200 of those. We'll grab 200 of these as well. And then we just need the wire from over here. And I said I'll be running this in between episodes, so we should be reasonably stocked up to at least do this piece. 500 is all we need. Perfect. One over here. Go into here and we give it our 500. We can launch this guy. Go around here and watch the guy.
Milestone reached. Conveyor belts can now merge and split to increase the complexity and efficiency of your factory. The productivity display will help you measure and improve the productivity of individual buildings to aid with optimization.
See ya! So while he's going off and doing that, that lets us split lines now. So this guy here, which is currently going here, we can actually take him out. Let's take that out. We're going to place a line from here back into here, so that now the iron will be able to go from there into there. But on top of that, we can now go back into Q. We should be able to go into logistics. There we are. We can go into splitters, and if we can place this down on the ground like that, just based on where you're looking. Or if you look at the line, you'll see it will snap in to the belt, and it will split the belt at that point. So if we click about here, if I go too far down, it won't snap properly. But if we click on there, we can do that, and then we'll automatically split this guy. So if we turn this on, which we should have enough power, I hope we do. Turn that on, it'll start processing and stick the things into there. Cool. And we can also grab this guy, run it in to here. And now it'll send the items both ways. Be quite nice. I'm going to turn this off again because we are going to run out of power. We can already pretty much guarantee that right now. So let's turn that off and let those two process their ingots. And we still run out of power, even though I turned the items off. That's because both of these guys are running actually, we've fully dropped. Have we run out of biomass? We can have a look over here. Yes, we have. This guy has run out of biomass. So that's a great time to look at the next thing. Because we've split that guy. And here I should have some spare biomass. We do. Cool. Oh, sounds like the researcher is coming back. Somewhere. There he is. We don't need to watch that though. Let's throw some more biomass into here, so that we can at least keep going. But the plan, of course, in this, for the remainder of this episode, is to actually make it so this is automated. Or at least more automated than we currently have. So I'm going to do the same in here, because it's actually not too bad, but we can probably put more biomass into there. Cool. So that should get us going. Now, what we can do is we can go back into Q again, go to power, and we've now got the biomass burners, which we can stick probably over here somewhere. We will need some wire. Okay, we can get some wire. Should be some over here, I assume. Not a lot, but this should be enough. And we can place this over here. Now I'm thinking I'll make this little area here for power generation. So if we go in and place down a... Actually, we've got enough to make 2 of those. We need some more wire. Wire, not cable, which is what I picked up. Which is, of course, the guys over here. We'll grab that. That looks more like we've got everything we need. So we'll head over to here. Really don't like that going through there. Weird. Okay. We will grab this guy. And we'll probably line it just about where that white box is. So we go there. And then we'll do one right next to it. So that's currently approaching. Let's line it up there, rotate it around. That should be perfect like that. So now that should give us 2 more lots of power. If we grab ourselves a power pole, that guy's got 2, so let's just add another one. Probably around about here somewhere. I think it would be nice if it done was actually snap these guys properly. Put that there, and then we can run one into there, and one into here. So that should give us heaps of extra. Hasn't really. I think we probably need to go to bird biomass, don't we? So if we go into here, let's add. Split this in half for now. That 100 in there, and another 100 roughly into there. That should give us heaps of capacity for a while. Yep. So you can see there that the little grey line that's there has gone up, and it means that we can keep running these machines for much longer. But the problem is that in order to get biomass, we have to craft it up, and this is again about automation. What I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to jump down and grab some wood and other things, and so we can make up some more biomass, and I'll show you how that process works, and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, I've got them all. That won't respawn. We're not looking healthy. And we can now head back up. Okay, so what I've been doing while you guys have been away is I have put in another platform, and this will be our production area where we're going to make our biomass. And so you can already see we need more biomass because of we've already run out of this guy here. But the idea is this will produce the biomass, and then we'll ship it back down, probably into a storage crate down here, so it's easy enough to access when we need to refill the generators down here. And I haven't found a way of automatically filling these, so we do have to do it manually, but at least this way we can get there. You can see I've extended the housing thing around this way, and this is the way you can get up. So I'll put another jump pad here. We can walk this way, and we will end up on the floor. I do like those, they're quite cool. So what we're going to do though is up here, we're going to go into Q and make ourselves a constructor. Probably make a couple of these actually. Let's make sure they are facing the right way. I think it's, yeah, so it's orange in. So we're going to put one probably about, just trying to line it something like there maybe. And then we'll put another one right next to it, because there are actually 2 different biomass types. There is the one for wood and the one for leaves, and that looks pretty perfect. Let's do that. And the plan, of course, is that we're going to have to come up here and fill these 2 up. But we're going to set this guy here to be for biomass wood, and this guy here will be biomass for leaves. And we could probably dump our leaves and wood in there. So let's, what have we got for leaves at the moment? Quite a few leaves. Cool, we'll stick that in there. And we'll stick a whole bunch of wood in here as well. Cool. We'll need to give it some power. So let's just run a power cable from down here somewhere. That'll do. Maybe up there, and then we'll do something like over there maybe. Sure, I can always rearrange it later. We'll run that into there. Encroaching on clearance. This guy's in the way. I don't want to move that because it's quite annoying. Let's try to maybe to here, right on the edge. One to there. Cool. And then one over to there. And now, of course, we've got an automated biomass. Nice. Now, of course, I don't want to come up here all the time. So what we're going to do is we're going to run some belts around here. We'll probably run a belt from there, probably to a storage chest. Although I'll put this in here temporarily, and we'll probably take it out later. Floor too steep. Need to place a floor there apparently. We'll go back here and run one of those. Run that there. We'll run a valve out from there into there. So now that should take out the biomass from there. But of course, what we also want to do is run another logistics thingy from here. We're going to put a merger in here. Like that. Once again, face it towards there, and that should keep doing stuff. If we then grab this guy and put it into there, it should suck out of there. Perfect. And now that we'll put into here. Nice. But what I'll probably have to do is run a bit of a spiral thing like we've got to get the iron ore and copper ore up here. Probably have to put one of those in to get it up here. I don't know what I'm going to do about getting this stuff up here. I might just come up and manually load it because it's a manual process anyway. The idea at the moment is just to have it accessible from when we need it. Is there a slimy thing over there? I think there is. I'll have to go get that. So I think that's pretty much all we need to do. So that's giving us our automated biomass, which is good. I'll run this down stairs and have a little storage area, and then of course we can quickly take out when we run out of power, which would be great. So I think in the next episode we'll probably finish off the tier 1 research and start working on tier 2, and then we can actually get somewhere and get into some really cool stuff. But we have got some power, or at least some reproducible automatic power now, and I can finish off doing some of the cool splitting and automating of the machines a bit better than we had previously. But for now, I'm going to end the episode here. If you enjoyed this episode, or learned anything from it, please do hit that like button. Maybe leave a comment telling me what you found enjoyable. If you're new to the channel and like Satisfactory, Minecraft, automation, any of that sort of stuff, hit that subscribe button. But otherwise, have a great day, and see ya!